In a previous lesson, we learned how to simplify ratios. Now we're going to learn how to simplify ratios with different units. Let's see some examples to understand what we mean by that. In this example, we're asked to simplify 4 kilograms to 100 grams. Well, we know simplifying is easy. We look for the highest common factor. But here, we notice that this is in kilograms and that's in grams. Two different units. There's no way we can simplify them unless, very important, unless we change the units to be the same. So either kilograms to grams, make them grams here and grams there, or kilograms and kilograms. I like to always change the units to the smaller unit. So here we have grams and we have kilograms. We're going to make sure both of them are going to be in grams. Let's do that now. 4 kilograms, we're going to convert it and change it in becoming grams. So we know from kilograms to grams, we times by 1,000. So we have 4,000 grams, and here we have 100 grams. So now we've converted, we've made this into grams, and this is already grams. Now they are the same units. Now we can simplify. How do we do that? We look for the HCF, the highest common factor. We can divide and we can tell that both have the highest common factor of 100. Once again, your times tables need to be perfect. Now, we know 100 divided by 100 is 1. 4,000 divided by 100, we can cross the zeros out. 2 zeros from the top, go with 2 zeros from the bottom, becomes 40 over 1, which is just 40. So 4 kilograms to 100 grams is the same as 40 to 1. Important, we change to make them the same unit. And here we did grams to grams. This example, 5 hours to 60 minutes. Once again, we're asked to simplify. We can't simplify unless they are the same units. Here we have hours, here we have minutes. Again, I like to change it to the lower unit, to the minutes. This is already in minutes, keep it the same. 60. Now this is in hours, we want to change it to minutes. To convert from hours to minutes, we times by 60. 5 times 60, 300 minutes. So we have minutes to minutes, 300 minutes and 60 minutes. We want to now simplify. We look for the highest common factor. What is the highest common factor? It is easy. It's going to be 60. 300 divided by 60 is 5. 60 divided by 60 is 1. So 5 hours to 60 minutes is 5 to 1. This is one way of doing it. Very important. We change and we make the units the same. Hours to minutes, we made it minutes to minutes, or you can do hours to hours. It doesn't really matter as long as you make sure that the units are the same. Here, minutes to minutes, the answer will always be the same. 5 to 1 is the same as 5 hours to 60 minutes. Let's do 2 more examples. We have 3 meters to 200 centimeters. Once again, we're simplifying. However, we notice meters and centimeters. We can't simplify unless the units are the same. So we're changing. We're making this into centimeters. Meters to centimeters, we times by 100. Meters to centimeters, we times by 100. 300. And here, it's already in centimeters. So 300 centimeters to 200 centimeters. We simplify now. We're going to divide by the highest common factor. In this case, it's going to be 100. 200 divided by 100 is 2. And 300 divided by 100 is 3. So 3 meters to 200 centimeters is the same as 3 to 2. So it's that simple. Again, we always be careful. We change and make sure the units are the same. Last one. 2.4 liters to 600 milliliters. We want to simplify that. Again, liters here, milliliters here. Let's change them to make them the same unit. Change this to make it into milliliters. So times it by, we're going from liters to milliliters. What do we times by? Liters to milliliters, we times by 1,000. 2.4 times 1,000 is 2,400. 2,400 milliliters, and we know this is already 600 milliliters. So now we've changed it, milliliters to milliliters. Now we can do it simply. We're going to simplify further. What is the highest common factor? Again, your times table is very important here. We can see that 600 and 600 is the highest common factor. 2,400 milliliters divided by 600 milliliters is going to be 4, and 600 is going to be 1. So this is the basics of simplifying ratios. We've actually simplified ratios with different units. 2.4 liters to 600 milliliters will also work and become 4 to 1. Another way of doing it, if you've got your calculator, very easy. Instead of going through and looking for the highest common factor, you can actually grab your calculator if you've got it with you, and all you need to do is 2,400 divided by 600. And in your calculator, you're going to get 4. When you get 4, in fact, it's a whole number. So 4 is really 4 over 1, 4 to 1. So you can also do that here. You can do that with all of them as well. If you want to put 300 divided by 200, it will work. You'll get 3 over 2, which is 3 to 2. It works as well.